Hey guys, it's Russell back, and on today's video I'm going to be testing and reviewing Armor All's Premium Wash and Wax Plus Protect. We're going to be continuing our Amazon Soap Fest series, and this is a Armor All product that I've never used before. It says it's pearlescent polymer protection. Okay, so this pretty much reads like all the other soaps that we've done, with maybe exception of one. The dilution ratio on the back says it's 1 ounce per gallon. It says it's great at protecting your finish, so pH balance, pH neutral, however you want to phrase it. Supposedly it's not supposed to hurt our wax or paint sealant. And as always, we're going to be using our MTM submachine gun style foamer. For the foam portion of the test, we'll be using 2 ounces of the Armor All in 10 ounces of warm water. Then we'll switch to our bucket test, and we'll use 3 ounces of the Armor All in our bucket, which holds approximately 3 gallons of water. The weather has suddenly changed, at least for me, for the better. It's about 85 degrees outside. It's a beautiful day. This is the afternoon shot, which I'm trying, which gives a little bit more shade. So, enough talking. Let's get out there and foam this car. This car is covered with sap again. Bug guts. Alright, I've got 2 ounces of our Armor All mixed with 10 ounces of warm water. Let's see how this foams. This is a very strange foam. I don't know if the camera's picking this up as well as my eyes are, but you can see a lot of places where it didn't want to stick. This foam is extremely thick, but it's got just a myriad of really tiny bubbles in it. There's a lot of slickness in here, and you can definitely smell the coconutty smell to it. I suspect that if I had used 3 ounces of the foam in there, then it would have really produced a thick lather. Now this is really strange. If you look up at the top, it kind of dispersed. And I don't know if maybe that's because of said carnauba wax or protectant or whatever they say that's in there, but We're going to let this dwell for about 6 minutes, come back and see what it looks like. Alright, here we are 6 minutes later, and this is really good. This foam is about 85% left on the hood, the windshield, and it looks like the top has only changed just a bit. And on the side we can see it's probably about 75% left. This foam is really tenacious. It's got a very tenacious grip. You can see it looks like it's just latex paint with bubbles on it. It's not very runny. This is what you want a foam to do when you're foaming your car. This is very, very good. It's weird. It just looks like a white wrap that's on there of what's left. There is a little bit of the watery material that looks like it's flowing off the top of the base layer, but I'm impressed with the way, at least so far, with the way this is foamed. So let's see if this rinses off and leaves any residue, and more importantly, if it removes our sealant protection. Okay, here we are after the rinse, and as we can see, there is no degradation of the Adams liquid paint sealant. In fact, most of the sap is removed. It did a very good job removing the non-bonded contaminants that were on here. Probably most of the bug guts, and as I said before, most of the sap. Okay, so as a foam, I'm going to say up front it washed surprisingly quickly off. I would have thought that this foam, the way that it was gripping the surface, the tenacity of it, would have been difficult to wash off. It didn't reactivate on the places where it had subsided, and it washed off very cleanly. It didn't leave any residue at all, and I really am liking this as a foam. I'm quite surprised. Very, very good as a foam. Alright, so let me get the bucket set up and we will start the test to see what kind of foamage we get out of the bucket and how it performs in a hand wash. Okay, so the battery did die again. Fortunately, right after I set it, it died. I don't know what's going on. It was at 75% battery life. Anyway, this is a mildly viscous car soap, as you can probably see from the bottle. It is a pearlescent consistency. In fact, I'm going to give it a little shake and let's see if we can disperse any of the wax or protectant or whatever they have put in here. It has a scent that is best described as coconut. It's not overpowering. It almost smells like a combination of coconut and Johnson's baby shampoo, but you see how it's pretty thick. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3 ounces. And this is really weird because it looks like a ribbon sitting at the bottom of the bucket. And that's to expect from a car soap that's very viscous like this. Before you really agitate the bottom of the bucket, it's going to exhibit those properties. So let me get the pressure washer and let's agitate this and see what kind of foamage we get. Made a little mess there, but there's a variety of medium to small bubbles with a few large ones in the bucket here, and if the camera's picking it up, they're actually dissipating very rapidly. This is what I would consider a coarse foam. It's not dense like some of the others we've tested. There is a mild bit of slickness in the water, not a lot. Actually less than I would have expected. But let's go ahead and get our camera set up and go ahead and do a wash on this car and see how it performs in a hand wash. Alright guys, let me give you my thoughts on the Armor All wash that we just did our test on. It did a nice job cleaning the car. It removed all the sap. It did pretty much what a good car wash should do. However, I don't know if you could see on the video, but as I was washing with the wash pads, there was not much soap left, or there was not much suds left, and what that does is kind of gives you a very, I'm going to call it a dry wash feel. As I said before, there's not a lot of slickness in the water, which is not good. We didn't put any scratches or swirls in the paint, but I think as a foam, if you want to do as a pre-wash, I think it's excellent. However, I think as a hand wash, not so good. Not good at all. You may be able to improve that by using 4 or 5 ounces in a bucket, but then you're starting to work up against, you know, where it's just going to get too expensive. You could use a more premium wash. So I was hoping that the Armor All was going to be as good in a hand wash as it is in a foam, but that's just not the case. So I'm going to say, as a foam itself, as a pre-wash, it's a little bit higher than middle of the road, and as a hand wash, that it's, I'm going to say, a little bit below middle of the road. So it pretty much averages out to be about middle of the road. I'm going to give it that. So it's not a horrible wash. I don't like the way that the soap solution, water solution, acted on the car and the hand wash itself. So I would use it again if I didn't have anything else. Again, it's, you know, it did a decent job. Put some more, put a different, you know, try 2 ounces per gallon. That would probably get you the slickness that I think that the wash should need. So anyway, I'm going to end this video now. I hope you guys like the lighting a little bit better. I think it shows the depth of the color a little bit more. I don't notice any additional slickness from the quote protectant that was in there, but you know, I didn't expect to. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to put a link, if you do want to try the Armor All, I'm going to put a link to it where I got it off Amazon, and I will see you guys on the next video.